My favorite hobby is baking. I just love to get into the kitchen for a few hours and pour my heart out over a fondant or artwork cake. I actually started baking as a hobby last year during winter break. For winter break, my parents decided that we would stay at home. After a few days of doing experiments, playing outside, and watching TV, I was bored to death and began looking at my mom's baking books. So I know a little bit about baking because I would make box cakes in the past. But I wanted to do something different. The first thing I tried to make was donuts. Of course, it didn't come out right the first time. It took me at least 4 tries to get the donuts to where they were edible and good. Then I moved on to churros and tarts. If they didn't come out right the first time, I would try and try and try again till it worked. After I mastered baking cakes, I would look up recipes on different websites like Betty Crocker, Cake Central, or YouTube. It was on these websites that I discovered fondant cake. My first artwork cake was the 4th of July cake, and it was pretty cool. Because I was always baking, we always had cake in the house, but we never really ate a lot of it. So my mom encouraged me to make cakes to give to other people. The first cake that I baked for someone looked like a giant bag of Skittles. They were really impressed with my artwork. Soon after, I was asked to bake cakes for special occasions, including kids' birthday parties. I was actually surprised by how much people liked my cakes and how fascinated they were at my artwork cakes. Every chance that I have, I'm always looking for different ways to improve how I bake. Just a few weeks ago, I made an 8-layer cake. Each layer was a different color. I also made tie-dye cupcakes, where the icing is swirled together. They look pretty cool. Now that I know how to bake, anytime I go out and see an interesting baked good, I figure out how to make it and do it myself. The best thing about baking is that I get to have fun with my siblings. Sometimes, if I need help making a fondant cake and it requires a lot of work, I will call them. It not only helps me bake faster, but we always end up in a flour fight. And we throw icing at each other. When I have a chance, I'm going to start my own baking business because baking is my passion.